This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So this is data transform rule. When you create a new rule, this is how a data transform rule looks like. See, a data transform rule gives you multiple options here. So the options includes set, remove, update, apply data transform, sort, comment, when otherwise, append to, append and map to, for each page exists, exit for each, exit data transform. So set, if you take this option, this is equal to property set method in activity. So what you can do by using this option, can you please tell me now? What we can do by using set?
We are assigning some drop-down values.
We can
assign the
assign
value to property.
values to properties. If you want to assign values to properties, then we can use set. Okay. Next, other options, let me tell you. So other options, remove. You can tell me now what is remove. Yesterday we have used something, one method. This one, what is remove?
To remove a property.
Remove a property value that from the clipboard. All this is for clipboard. Okay. Next one. So update a page. See here, when I choose update page, it is going to ask me what is the source page and what is the target page. So source page, something you choose, let's say customer search page with values from some other target page, but this is optional actually. Let's go ahead with some other one. So now here, update page, customer search page with values from personal vehicle. You need to again, if you closely observe here, inside 3, once I choose update page, it has added 3.1, means you have to choose individual properties here. One or more properties you have to choose. It's not every property it is going to automatically copy. So this is not like page copy. Remember that. The one what you see here on the screen, this update page is not like page copy. Page copy means, in the activity, page copy means page 1 will get entirely copied onto page 2. But update a page in data transform will allow you to assign values to the required properties from one page to another page. It will not do entire copy paste. Everyone clear with this? Okay, next one. Apart from update page, we have other options. So here you go with, sorry. So here you go with other options, that is apply data transform. Okay, means if you click the down arrow here, you see other data transforms. This is some other data transform rule. So now if you want to call a data transform from another data transform, you can go ahead and use the option of apply data transform. Like similarly, how you call an activity from activity. If you want to call activity from activity, what you are doing? Call activity.
Call method.
Yes, call is instruction, not method. Okay. So similarly, if you want to call a data transform from data transform, then you are going to use the option of apply data transform. Everyone clear with this? Next one. See,
Okay.
next, yeah, next here you see. Here, sorting related to page list, I will talk about this later. Comments means this will not have any impact during the processing. You can write something meaningfully, what you are going to do in the next steps, something like that. When, you can tell me about this. What is this when? Means once I add when, you see inside the step has been added. So you can choose a when condition. If condition satisfied, it will go inside and execute. Similarly, we have otherwise when, and you can add when, otherwise when, otherwise when, otherwise when, and finally you can add otherwise. Like if else, if else, if else, if, and so on, else, something like that. So now this is for single value property, and update a page is from one page to another page. So now coming to the next one, that is for each page in. You remember in the yesterday's activity, we have worked on for each embedded page, something like that, right? What is happening when you have used that option in the activity? In the yesterday's requirement itself, we have done that.
Each individual
Looping.
page will be
Looping.
Come again. Come again, please. What is
Mainly
that?
used for page list so that it can be looped.
Yesterday in our yesterday's activity, we have done for each embedded page. So when you are using for each embedded page in the step page, so we have taken a page list. So it is going to loop through the embedded pages of page list. Same if you want to do in the data transform, you can use for each page in. You mention some page list here, some page list, and inside that you can set from page to another page or update or set the property, something like that. It is going to loop through. So when you are using this option, generally we use append to. You know what do you mean by appending? What is appending means? What is meant by appending?
Adding something.
Adding to the just
Adding to something at the bottom, at the end, right? So for each page in this page list, append to, so this page list from a new page or an existing page from, so that is page one, something like this, or from another page list also you can assign. We will be practically working on all of this stuff in the future requirements for page lists. Simply suppose you have two page lists. Okay, let's say page list is okay. I will tell you, just hang on. What is the best possible requirement I can take? Okay, so you wanted to, you have got the database. So database list of states. You got data list customers. So for this, okay, I'll write down like this: DB customers list. This is what you have. This is a page list. So in this, you have DB customers list of 1, DB customers list of 2. So now I have a page list called UI customers list. So this is, as of now, nothing is there in this. In the data transform, if I mention I wanted to for each page in DB customers list, I wanted to append to what? UI customers list. So I want to append to UI customers list current source page. What is the current source page? In the DB customers list, page 1 will be appended to UI customers list. After that, so in DB customers list, page 2 will be appended to UI customers list. Page 3 will be appended. Finally, UI customers list is going to have all the pages what are available here. The data on these pages copied. So the resultant one what you get in the UI customers list is UI customers list of 1, UI customers list of 2. So let's say here cust ID, first name. Okay, so look at here. These are the properties available. So cust ID 01, and here the value first name is Harsha. So cust ID 02, and for this first name, this is Ravi. So now the same will be available here. So it will create a resultant page list like this, and this one, it is going to create a resultant page list like this. Each page in the list will have the respective properties being taken from this one. Above page list to below page list, the data on each page is copied by appending the pages under UI customers list. That is what appending means. See, there is another option, append and map to. Okay. For this to explain, I will take 5 minutes. Just look at here. See, in general, when you are working with page copy in the activity, you remember yesterday we have worked on page copy, and we have copied from, let's say, page 1. Page 1 is copied from page 2. It is being copied from page 2. Let's say. See, page copy will work for you only when both pages refers to same classes. Means page 1 is referring to states class. Page 2 is referring to cities class. Let's say page 2 contains cities Page 1 is referring to states class. It can have state code state name. Page 2 cities. It will have city code city name. Is it possible to copy page 2 to page 1 when both are referring to different classes? When both are referring to different classes, they will have ultimately different properties. So is it possible to copy in that case?
No.
Not possible. So both pages referring to same class means it can have same properties. So in page copy, both pages should refer to same class. Similarly, when you are copying the list of pages from one page list to another page list, both page lists should be referring to same class. If they are referring to different class, obviously it won't work out because they will have different properties. So here append to is the option which you are going to use when you are copying the data from one page list to another page list, where both page lists are going to refer to same class. Everyone clear with this? Append to means you copy a page list from one page list to another page list, where both the page lists are going to refer to same class. Everyone clear with this option? Are you clear?
Yes.
Next one, append and map to. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt actually.
What is the doubt?
Below the data transform, one checkbox is there. Call superclass data transform. What is the
Did I come to that point, Mandakini? So far? Did I come to that point? You have any doubts? Meaning that, do you have anything you did not understand from what we have discussed? Or you have any questions out of what we have discussed? I'm going point by point, actually. I'll talk about this. When the time comes, definitely I will explain. Just hang on, please. See here, append and map to. See, append and map to means you will be using this to copy one page list to another page list, where both page lists are referring to different classes. So when page lists are referring to same class, you can use the option append to. If the page lists are referring to different classes, then you will be using the option append and map to. There will be certain less number of situations where you might have to copy the data from a page list to page list, where both are referring to different classes. But you will not come across with this too frequently for page lists, but you may be coming across with something else called page groups. You might be using this option for page group related properties. As of now, we don't know about page group properties, which we will discuss later. So for now, what you need to remember, see, in interviews they will ask you what is the difference between append to and append and map to in data transforms. We will be using these options in for loop. When you are going ahead with copying the pages from one page list to another page list, where if your both of the page lists are referring to same class, then you have to use append to. If the page lists are referring to different classes, then you have to use append and map to. Everyone clear with this? Everyone clear so far?
Yes.
Yes, Harsha. Can you please repeat on update page?
Update page. Okay. See, it is very simple. Update a page from page 1. Sorry. So from page 2 to page 1. So right to left. This is source. This is the target. So update page will allow you to assign values to properties of page 1 dot first name is equal to page 2 dot first name. Let's say page 2 has 100 properties. Out of 100, I want only 15 properties. Then I have to explicitly mention all the 15 properties here. But you remember, it will never dump page 2 onto page 1. Means it will never copy entire page 2 on page 1. That is what update a page will allow you to assign property values from one page to another page of required number of properties, not everything. This is clear now, Aishwarya or someone?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So any other questions? That's it. Okay. So now coming to the last option, what she was asking, call superclass data transform. See, superclass means parent class. To understand this option, you need to know about rule resolution process completely. Rule resolution you should know. So, but out of which only with inheritance, let me explain you as of now. See, you know about inheritance concept, right? So we have a parent class and you have child class. If you want to copy the data, sorry, if you want to use the rules of parent class into child class, you should be able to use it or not. Should be able to use or not?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
child class inherits from this one. What is it? Parent class. Then you should be able to use the data from parent into child. Data rules, whatever it is. Similarly, see, call superclass data transform. See, can you tell me what is the parent class of this one? This is the class, right? What is the parent class of this class? The one which is highlighted in the UI. What is the parent class of this class? What is the parent class of our class?
At base class. At base class. At the rate base class.
At the rate base class. What is the immediate parent class of not work class? You have two inheritances, right? Pattern and direct. So which one is the parent class out of pattern and direct? Which one has high priority? First PRPC is going to look into pattern inheritance or direct inheritance.
Pattern inheritance.
Pattern.
User defined class. Pattern. So now you tell me what is the parent class of our class that you see on the screen?
Baja dash Baja vehicle.
Bajaj VEH. What is the parent class of that one?
Baja.
Bajaj. What is the, so in the pattern inheritance, organization completed. Next, which parent will be looked upon? It is going to look at which parent next. Pattern and completed. After that, once
Direct
pattern parents are done, direct parent. What is the direct parent of this one? As per the yesterday's design and development changes which we have done, design changes. What is the parent class of implementation work class? Framework work class. After framework work class, what is the parent class of framework work class? Direct parent. Direct parent.
Work dash
What
cover
does
dash.
cover does?
Work dash. Ultimately work dash. What is the parent class of work dash?
At the rate base class.
At the rate base class. So this is the order of looking up the parent classes rules in the inheritance. So if you are going to choose the option of call superclass data transform, see, with the same name of this data transform test, there should be another data transform in the parent classes. So in the Bajaj vehicle, same name data transform is there. In the Bajaj class, same name. Parent classes will have a data transform with same name. Okay. So then those data transforms also gets executed. But why do we need to create same name data transforms in parent classes? This explanation, if you have to understand, you need to completely know about rule resolution process. So as of now, you do not know the steps in rule resolution process and that algorithm, you will not be able to understand this option completely. We will discuss about this option once we are done with rule resolution process. But as of now, the name suggests call superclass data transform means you are calling the parent class data transform from current class data transform, where parent class data transform also has the same name. This is clear? Mandaka, are you clear? But why do we need to create with the same name? That is a different case. We will have to learn that later.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So now we are going to, so ultimately in a data transform, what we are doing, that is set update page, and you are appending the page list to another page list. When rules and all, you will be using accordingly. See, all of these options that are provided, ultimately a data transform is used to perform property set. That's it. That can be single value properties, that can be page properties to page properties, that can be page list properties to page list properties. Everyone clear with this? So data transform is an alternate for an activities property set method. Everyone clear with this? Data transform is an alternate for property set method, where you can assign values to single value properties or page properties or page list properties. And one more final option which I have to tell you is exit data transform. Can someone tell me, if I choose exit data transform, what is going to happen?
The control will exit from the data transform. The current
Anything?
the control will exit from the data.
Exit out of the current data. So wherever you choose this option, from that place, it is going to exit out of the data transform completely. Okay, this is clear, everyone. So let's go ahead now and work on business requirement, where we are going to use data transforms. So everyone just write down the requirement.